Bwemba nkozesa kano kabadde kaliiko teriki We can start, eh? Eleven, eh? We can start. Yes, it can.
I like, I'm just quiet. I like, I'm just quiet.
Just Yerichi. That is spot one. Never met the either. But it's the second the game for the show. Like 1.5 seconds. Yes. 1 second or 1.5. That's it. Neda. Slow connection there. Watching number slow connections. Never work on number one. Number one will cut it. Microphone check. Comment section. Microphone test. Microphone check. Microphone check. Communication check. Microphone test. A very good evening, Africa. After this very, very, very long day, we finally come to sell it off with a money match between two of the prodigal sons of their countries. At least on the pool tables, we are at this spot in Kampala, the trading center of Chireka, where IBRAHIM KAYANJA and KELVIN FIKOTI have agreed to face off against each other. Not with so much at stake, but with so many reasons to watch this match, most especially for the quality that both of these players carry, most especially in the attacking sense of the game. 4 frames have been played in a race to 11 for only $200 US, and scores are currently settled and tying at 2-all between Ibra and KELVIN. Ibra is Ugandan, the guy that is wearing the black and red and green of the Advanced Talent Agency, because he was participating in the tournament of the ATA that has been streamed live today. He got to win by a walkover against Bwani Kamansuru. KELVIN is not participating in that one because it is only by invitation and it's for only Ugandan players. That's why he's not a part of it. Neither is Moses Mofia. And other comps of the ATA shall be coming up for specific countries, and all Kenyan one, and all Tanzanian one, and all Zambian one, all Zimbabwean one, all South African one, and so on and so forth. And yes, this match is being streamed on 2 platforms, that is Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter Facebook, as well as Peter Kyobe live YouTube. And both videos from where I'm watching are some of the most beautiful videos that I have streamed on this year, of course, because of the quality of the playing environment of the ATA, as well as a very good table which has been freshly refelted by a brand new cloth by Ugandan pool legend Fahad Sewankambo. Another reason that you may need to support him if you need any pool service watching from anywhere in Uganda. There comes the real machine, looking to make it 3. Should be the 4th time this one that these guys are facing off in the space of the last 3 weeks, and it is IBRAHIM KAYANJA regaining the lead 3-2 in a race to only 11. Of course, this match has been the aftermath of the Super 8 comp of the ATA that has been happening today. And from some of the results that have been on, first match of the day was between Ibrahim Sajemba, the killer, and Simon Nobola, the computer. Rest to 11, it was in the first round. It ended 11-6, Ibra winning. Second match of the day was a successful walkover countdown in favor of IBRAHIM KAYANJA, the real machine, against Bwani Kamansuru, the champ. Bwani Kamansuru did not get to the venue in time, and he lost by walkover countdown against IBRAHIM KAYANJA. Third match of the day was between Joseph Kasoze and Rashid Wagaba, Dog City versus Sharpshooter. And yes, Dog City arrived at the venue 23 minutes late. And for every 5 minutes for which a player was late, they were losing 1 frame on the table. That's why he arrived 4 frames down. He was not able to recover from that would be head start in quotes. Joseph Kasoze won the match 11-7, actual score 7-7. And then the last match of the day ended 10-7 in favor of Hazard against Caesar, and time was called on the match. Caesar needing to win 4 frames in a row. Last one that was held in the day. It is double to single elimination, the same tournament format that is played by the Chinese when they organize the World Heibo Championships, where players have 2 lives. It gets to a certain stage of the tournament when all players, whether having lost before or not, all have 1 life left in the tournament. Single to double elimination format that has been practiced in Africa for the very first time earlier today. So those who are through The four that include Kasozi, Hazard, Ibrahim Sejem, and Ibrahim Kayanja all have 2 lives intact for now. The other 4 who have lost, that is Mansour, Caesar, Computer, and Dog City, all still have 1 life left in the tournament. But at the round of 4 players involved in the tournament, they will be having all 1 life in, irrespective of whether they would have lost a match in the event or not. Tomorrow, action will resume on the ATA platform, starting with the winners bracket semi-finals. That is matches between Kasozi, he's facing Hazard, and then Ibra, who is facing his namesake Ibra. So a battle of the Ibras as well as Kasozi versus Hazard. And then the losers bracket semi-finals also. Kelvin is not at his very best so far. Just seen 2, if not 3, unforced errors in about 6 frames. That's a little bit too much for players of this level. And you have to be very wary that Ibrahim Kayanja is a guy in tip-top form. These guys have already faced off 3 times already ever since Kelvin stepped into Ugandan soil over 2 weeks ago. There was that Christmas Cup Championship in the district of Masaka in central Uganda. They faced off in the round of last 16. In a race to 7, it ended 7-4, Ibrahim Kayanja winning. They then met in the final of the Pool Association of Uganda End of Year Championship on the 28th of December last week. Match was won by Ibrahim Kayanja in a race to 9. It ended 9-7, although he went 5-2 down. The third time was the End of Year Championship of 16 men on invitation at Kyobe Pool Arena in Masaka. That was when Kelvin did pay sweet revenge on Ibrahim Kayanja, beating him there for Kelvin to qualify for the finals, where he lost to Ibrahim Kayanja in the biggest margin of defeat I have seen him in a final, racing to 11, which ended 11-1 as he goes now 4-2 down. Today is the 4th time that the 2 players are facing off. Kelvin with a chance to equalize in terms of head-to-head statistics, but Ibrahim Kayanja with a chance to re-increase his lead in terms of head-to-head statistics to 2 matches. Ibrahim Kayanja 4 and Kelvin Mkandu 2. And just like I was saying before, this match is streamed live on 2 streaming platforms: Facebook, Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter, and YouTube, Peter Kyobe Live. The Facebook stream is diagonal, the YouTube stream is horizontal, both streams with the same commentary. The streaming date, for reasons now you know, is at night on the 6th of January 2025. Of course, a Monday evening. Close to 700 pool fans watching this action on Facebook and YouTube combined with only 6 frames to go. Thank you guys for according the sport the necessary publicity, and thank you for the different media men who are ensuring that this film goes that far. Just seen my good friend Francis Mkwekwe sharing it. Thank you for the share, Francis. I'll make sure that next time I play a match with you, you still lose, but at least winning it a few frames up. By the way, yesterday I had another victim tournament that I was streaming in the region of Hoima in Uganda, tournament that was won by Ian. Before the semi-finals were played, there came this security officer, the spokesman of the Uganda police in the Kitara region. He's called Kakiza. He got a thorough beating. I understand that there was a headline in the papers in the region this morning that the police officer has been beaten. At one time I was being looked for. Then they realized that I only beat him on the pool table. He promised, I heard that he will never ever dare to try and play me again. The money he had now belongs to me. As a police officer, he has no right even to try and touch it. It is my money. Sorry, Mr. Kakiza Afande. Now you understand why an elephant is big but has a small tail. Back to the match. Chance for Kelvin to win a third. He just said just before the match started he wanted the stake a little bit bigger. Feels a little bit motivated with the 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000 dollar pots and more. By the way, he's meant to have a trilogy with Caesar. That one could happen next week when it does happen. And yes, when he lost to Ibra in that comp, that was the beginning of the comp in the massacre. Big thrashing he had by Ibra. In the post-match interview, he said, "Congratulations, Ibra Sejemba, but I want a money challenge with you." And when the microphone was passed to Ibra, he said, "A money challenge is not bad for me, but it can come in the form of a trilogy. So don't get surprised if you have two trilogies, maybe in the space of the coming 2 weeks between Kelvin and Caesar, then Kelvin and Ibra. Whichever of the two comes first will still be good. For now, he's up against the black, which he now makes no mistake of. It is Kelvin 3 and Ibrahim Kayanja 4. Shembo Sydney Quinika, thank you for advising me. You want me to play with Prince Morake, your uncle? Prince Morake is my friend. Sometimes we get to chat in box, but there is only one person in his family who knows how to play pool. That is the great Wetsi Morake. If Prince Morake dared to play a match with me, he will be trying to surrender his playing stick because he knows he would stand no chance whatsoever. Gumilisi Zayuhana, you want me to tell you the day Kelvin defeats Ibra Sejemba? What is on the cards is first a trilogy between Kelvin and Caesar so far. Unless dates change, it should be happening mid next week. Because for now it is 4 days of action in the ATA Super 8 competition of Ugandans only. And then thereafter on Friday and Saturday there will be a 64-man competition right here. Also having 32 ladies in the same 2-day event. That is on Friday and Saturday. And both Kelvin and Mafia will be in participation. And then on Sunday it will be a break because it will be a day for the Uganda Pool League. Then next week we can talk of a trilogy between Kelvin and Caesar, maybe Kelvin and Ibra. By the way, Kelvin is so much interested in having as many money matches as possible with all of the top Ugandan players. And I'll not be happy informing you as a Ugandan that most of them are kind of shy. The guy is really hunting them down, looking out for them. Sometimes talking to their management team, sometimes calling the players themselves. He's on the case of Kasozi, on the case of Hazard, on the case of Mansour, on the case of Dog City. By the way, same thing applies to Mafia. Ibrahim Kayanja is now ranked 4th by the Pool Association of Uganda, and most of the ranking points that got him that far are those that he attained by winning the final against Kelvin in the end of year championship, and who doesn't remember that match? Just about exactly 6 days ago. It's actually a full week ago. Frame number 8 goes the way of the real machine. IBRAHIM KAYANJA 5 and KELVIN Mkandu 3. So in ranking position, I'll just read the top 15. Ugandans, that is. Number 15 is Kalema Paul. For your interest, 16 is Area Chimuli, the guy that was beaten in yesterday's final. 14 is Ian Kaziwe, the winner of yesterday's comp. 13 is Dan Mobidu. 12 is Peter Mainja. 11 is Kenneth Odong. 10 is Moses Omara. 9 is Habib Sebuguzi. Now the top 8 are the ones that have some of the favors. 8th is Simon Nobola, the computer. 7th is Hazard Lokoma, the truth. 6th is Cesar Chanega, the scorpion. 5th is Gloria Senyonjo, the black porter. 4th is Kayanja Ibra, the guy who is breaking. 3rd is Ibrahim Sejemba, the killer. 2nd is Wanika Mansour, the champ. And 1st is Joseph Kasozi, the sharpshooter. But I like to make a disclaimer that the ranking format, it's just my opinion that it has a little bit outlived its validity. The format was devised about a dozen years ago, when it was only, for instance, in the Ugandan perspective, it was only the Pole Association of Uganda organizing tournaments, and ranking was only from those tournaments, and it made a whole lot of sense. Nowadays, these players can participate in about 50 tournaments a year, and the association organizes 5 or less of those, and only those do matter for ranking. In my opinion, it just gives sometimes a wrong narrative of what is exactly on ground. Some of these events have to find a way of being inculcated into the ranking system, such that the ranking results produce a whole lot of sense after all. I just like to give an example of the All Africa Pole Associations. AAPA, they rank players only according to the event they organize, which is the All Africa Pole Championships, and it happens only once every 2 years. It gives the narrative that right now Amadeus, the Tanzanian, is seed number 1 because he performed best in terms of number of frames won in the All Africa Pole Championships. That, in my opinion, doesn't make a very big meaning. I wouldn't explain to people sensibly that Amadeus is Africa's best player. But if all events like Grand Michana, like billiards, respective national leagues of different countries and national open championships, the tournament in Queens, tournament in Kitali, tournaments, these ATA comps, could get a pretty much good picture of who is who and who is not. Mwezi Blessings, you want to give me this, to give you the science behind the trilogies? If you remember, after the tournament that was won by Ibra against Kelvin, the end of year comp in Masaka, it was Ibra who did ask. Kelvin got a microphone and asked for a money challenge with Ibra. Then Ibra said, I would rather have a trilogy. It just gives the players more chance to compete. Play as many frames as possible, as many races as possible. And while a race to 21, for instance, is designed for the players to play as many frames as possible, one race for some of them cannot be enough. But also in another way, for these venues, these matches come with business. Guys are watching here and buying their beers. Yeah, the more the races, the more money is made. And if some of that money is shared to the players, for me, it's only good. After all, they deliver on the table what we want to see them delivering. I hope I'm being clear and as genuinely clear as I can. Fabi Roger, thank you for watching. You are on YouTube just as is. Tugume, good luck. You're asking where Mansour is. He didn't participate today for whatever reason. He's been missing in action for quite a while. He just gives me an ill feeling that maybe he fears to lose any games, especially after winning that big cup. And guys, as you enjoy this action as it comes to you live from Kampala, kindly do not forget to like the videos whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. It is only and only to spread the message of our sport even further by YouTube or Facebook recommending this action to be viewed by other YouTubers and Facebookers just like yourself. Bwenjo Lawrence, thank you for watching. He must be in Mubende. John Mosara. Yes, reminding us of how Caesar missed some of the matches because of hay-ball. That is more than true. By the way, in 2023, Caesar was ranked 20th. And yet he was winning comp after comp after comp. So in my opinion, rankings can be a little bit of just academic. Kimian Solite is already congratulating Ibrahim Kayanja. Okay, let's see how far this one goes. Big shot this one is for Kelvin. I believe that one is accurate enough. He was not only able to pot, he also freed the black and in the same shot giving himself a relatively good white ball for the last yellow. As long as he can roll it to that corner pocket with a relatively sharp cut of the same ball. It was not just rolling formally, that was big spin on the white ball to have a good angle to put that black ball to the center pocket on the right. There comes the Lusaka Express to put black to the center pocket and pull one back. It is Kelvin 4 and Ibrahim Kayanja 5. We are watching these beautiful images coming live your way from Addis Sports in Kampala. Two of the most skillful players, the best offensive-minded players, and most sophisticated players in terms of attacking play on the African continent are facing off against each other, and I'm loving how you guys are loving matches between these two. Every time that they play off against each other, there seems to be something of an internet flood as I speak. We are just about to close in on the 900 mark watching combined on Facebook and YouTube respectively. Match that wasn't even organized. It just came abruptly. One time Aiden Joseph told me that the best money matches are those that come abrupt, not even being prepared, where someone pops up at the venue and then they have a little bit of an exchange with another player, and before you know, money is exchanging hands and they are on the table. He said, Aiden, that those are the best money matches. He claims that others which have too much organization sometimes just become a little bit too formal. So this is action that has just fallen abruptly. Actually, Kelvin was in Hoima this morning. He did travel after that tournament where he came third, a respectable third out of 64 players yesterday. Then having only about 6 hours, if not 5, of sleep and waking up and then boarding the link bus from Hoima to Kampala. And of all the players that have been touring Uganda, there have been quite a number. I do remember the first that was Sbu Gumede. I do remember Ishmael Mteto. I also do remember Kelvin. Sorry, I do remember Aiden Joseph, Jeremiah Naido, Malvan Mokonza, Eshka Chimbwanda. The tour of Kelvin and Mafia has been the most meaningful tour. These guys have really toured Uganda. Like a real tour in the English word itself. They have moved so many places. If I can tell you the last 5 days, on the 27th and 28th of December, they were participating in the end of year comp in Kampala. Then the 30th and 31st December, they were participating in an end of year comp in the eastern city of Jinja. On the 1st and 2nd of January, they were participating in a beginning of year comp in central Uganda, Masaka. And Masaka and Jinja are just over 200 kilometers away, so you can just imagine. And then on the 4th and 5th of January, which was yesterday, they were participating in a beginning of year comp now in Hoima, midwest of Uganda, about 300 kilometers away from Masaka, if not more. And this morning they traveled all that distance back to Kampala. And what about that for a tour? And they are yet to reach northern Uganda. And in all those places, there are pool arenas where they are serious players. In most of the tournaments, leave alone the usual names like the Kasosis, the Ibrahim Kayanjas, the Caesars, the Hazards, whom you can see in one tournament and another. Other players who participate in the tournaments are sometimes different players who are the best in the respective regions where you see these guys go. But now you are seeing the best of Zambia trying to take down one of the best that Uganda has to offer. And Kelvin misses. But the last time I did see Ibrahim Kayanja play as good as he's playing nowadays is maybe 2 years ago. There was a time when he became so dominant, especially when Ibra and Caesar were away playing semi-professional pool in Zambia. Could be argued that he was the best player in the country at that time. And of course, just under 2 years ago, he lost a son who was only hours old. At that very young age, having to go through that kind of trauma really took a toll on him. It took him close to a year to get his best form back, having gone through that. But nowadays, thank God he has overcome all of that and is shooting as good as the word good itself. He now leads after 10 frames, 6-4. And there we are now. 15 frames played so far out of a potential of 21, and the race is as close as it promised to be. And it is turning out, and I'm trying to be fair, that of all of the matches Kelvin is partaking in the Ugandan tour, his matches with Ibrahim KAYANJA are the most entertaining. And maybe it has got to do with the fact that both of them are in a way similar players, especially in the attacking sense of play. Ibrahim KAYANJA a little bit more sophisticated, Kelvin a little bit more business oriented, and both players are effective in their own way. Kelvin in his normal vein of form, Ibrahim KAYANJA in a little bit of top-notch form. You will not want to be his opponent, Ibrahim KAYANJA, in his present form. His problem is consistency, but boy, oh boy, in this last month, he's been red hot. When winning the end-of-year competition of the Polar Association of Ghana, he did beat Caesar and Ibra and Kelvin in the same tournament. He also reached the Christmas Cup Championship of Masaka, tournament of 64 players. He lost out to Caesar in the final. It was a little bit close, that match, until it was mad with some controversy, an argument between the player in Ibrahim KAYANJA and the umpire, and before he could know, the match had gotten out of his hands. And how about having 900 people combined Facebook and YouTube watching this action? Doesn't get any better. Ibrahim KAYANJA on the last yellow. I'm not so sure he has full sight of it to try and put it, but maybe he does. Shot on target. Look at that. Gets a round of applause. One of the most entertaining players on the entire continent. He is such a love joy to watch when his game is on. About to regain a 2-game lead. There he goes, 9 for Ibra and 7 for Kelvin. And the race is 11, meaning Ibrahim KAYANJA needs 2, while Kelvin needs 4 out of the next 5. Thank you for watching. Chris Johnny, you're watching on Facebook. Cyrus Mosoti, Harold McKenna, Teach Tapiwa, saying he's dead, the meaning Ibrahim KAYANJA, also on Facebook. Simokoko Widin, thank you for watching. Real Mavi says Mazamba and Ibrahim KAYANJA, and you're watching from Eswatini. Semakula Joseph says Kabalia is on for, meaning Ibrahim KAYANJA, of course. Collins Katunga, my good friend. You want Ibrahim KAYANJA to win this film, then you win the next. You want him to win the next way. Yes, Ugandan way of supporting. Tugume, good luck. Thank you for watching. Yes, by the way, I'm sorry, I've not been counting the apples. Sometimes I've also been taken up by the amount of entertainment I've gotten in this race. Josh Marcos, Jose Madlala, watching all the way, should be from Zambia, but Ugandan. Thank you for watching. Former player with the Mukono. I was so disappointed when I met you in Zambia and you did refuse to participate in the Billiards Cafe Comp. That was not a very good one, eh? Hopefully next time, better. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. Putting red off to yellows and having it all calculated, eh? He made it to look so easier than it actually is. I'll just try to crop it out, that one, for you when this match is done. I'm really having a very good time in my full element simply by watching a good pool. Kelvin must win frame number 17, in my opinion, because if he leaves it to try and win the last 4, that one will be asking for a little bit too much, even though it is a player of Kelvin's level. But if he wins this one, then it will be back to anybody's game. Do you remember Sebastian reminding us for literally the whole time Ibrahim Kayanja has been leading? Kelvin has just told me before this match started that he really appreciates the quality and standard of the table. Very, very interesting to play on. Very good table and very good table condition. Also very good venue, spaciousness, organization, everything as was planned for the ATA Super 8 Comp that is happening currently. Also 4 matches happening tomorrow, all coming live on the ATA platform. And thank you, Africa. Finally, we hit 1,000 watching live combined on Facebook and YouTube. But only 100 have liked the YouTube video, and also just over 100 have liked the Facebook video. So we can do a little bit better than that. Eh? Just like and continue enjoying yourself. Eugene Bakang is reminding us of the under 90 minutes for which we are having this race to 11 so far, and yet the scores are tight. Eh? Important thing is top quality entertainment from 2 top quality players on a top quality table and a top quality venue and a top quality atmosphere. Redefining what a tour is has been Kelvin and Mafia. Moving hundreds and hundreds of kilometers inward Uganda. I'm saying inland Uganda. They've been to so many districts. Of course, Kampala, Wakiso, Mukono, Jinja, Masaka, Mbarara, Fort Portal, Hoima. And I don't know how many more they'll be visiting. But one thing I can promise you, as long as they have a chance to play, they are more than willing to travel. IBRAHIM Kayanja on the penultimate shot of frame number 17. Has to be an accurate. White ball moves the opposite direction of the red, just like that. This guy is really, really, really on form, getting each and everything he's trying to do right. You just don't want him to be an opponent of yours in his kind of form today. To try and pot black to make it 10, yes, he does. 4 frames to go, and Kelvin finds himself needing to win them all, as in all. That one could very easily be the kind of opportunity that Ibrahim KAYANJA is looking for to try and take down Kelvin for what will be a third time out of 4. He has had mixed performances when he has gotten money matches against players outside his own country, Uganda, as he fails even to cross the table. That one is clearly the most disappointing shot that Ibrahim KAYANJA is playing in this race. Kelvin needs 4 in a row. This one could be the first if he makes a clearance of now this yellow frame. Ibrahim KAYANJA did have a match against Jeremiah Naido here last year and won it quite convincingly. That's why he got the name The Real Machine in a post-match interview, proclaiming himself the Real Machine. That was in comparison to Jerry, whom he was calling only the Green Machine. He also won a money match against Malvan Mokonza Maluva, but lost a rematch that was held about 3 months apart. Those matches were 3 months apart, both last year. He played a money match against David Mbodi, or David Njane, BK from Kenya, at this same venue, same table. That one was quite convincing a victory it was for Ibrahim KAYANJA. He also played and lost in a money match against Moses Mafia. That one was a little less than 2 weeks ago. If he won this one, it will be a good way to pay revenge on the Zambian team in Kampala. But it is still only if he can win a 1 out of 4, starting with this frame, number 18. Harold McKenna, thank you for watching. Mambo Sivasbe. Chigula Bon is trying to pull the leg of the Zambians, saying Zambia Kochalo calling for where they are. They are around. And I know that Rachel Mbawe is watching from wherever she is. Maybe if she is not watching, then we thank God the day has found her without bundles. She's not flooding the comment section like she normally does when Kelvin and Mafia are on table. And before I could finish the statement, she brings her head out. Okay, thank you for watching Comic Addict, watching from YouTube. Mohezi Blessings, also thank you for watching. Matthias Twesija still thinks Caesar is the best in Africa. Caesar fans, Martin Joy, you're asking about the time for the ATA match tomorrow and how to watch it. Okay, you just log into www.atasportslive.com. Once again, www.atasportslive.com, as in atasportslive.com, all of them small letters. And when you get to that website, then follow the prompts, register, login, subscribe, and watch. Subscribing is by paying $1.5 US, which can be gotten off your business card. Good shooting from Ibrahim KAYANJA here. Frame number 18 after that combination shot will turn out to be the last frame of the match from the guy that calls himself the Real Machine. Having this relatively tricky red frame to try and finish, nonetheless very finishable, most especially a player of this level in the kind of form that he is in now and has been in for the last 1 month or so. Now 3 reds, all of them in perfect space to try and take them down. And the facial expression of Kelvin is of a guy that maybe is admitting that probably he is losing $200 in the next 1 minute or so. He uses drag effect on the white ball KAYANJA Ibra to move it towards 2 of his remaining reds with pinpoint accuracy. On 1 red and a black ball, I believe. The balls are portable diagonally. Red to the corner pocket where he's been standing, and black to the diagonal corner pocket closest to the bottom of your screen on maybe the right or the left. Look at the spin effect on the white ball. Now 1 more shot to play in the match. Kelvin concedes and congratulates his opponent as he sips away a Coca-Cola bottle. Ibrahim Kayanja emerges victorious, gains $200 from taking down Kelvin for a third time out of 4. Victory for himself and for his fans, but also for the Ugandans. Final score: Ibrahim Kayanja 11, Kelvin Mkando 7. That was quite comic of how he has potted the black even with one hand. I wish you a good night. We meet tomorrow, and may the good Lord bless your evening.